Hi, students. Happy Friday, May 8th. Today turns out to be a historic day. For one, it's National Banana Cream Pie Day and National Empanada Day. You can't go wrong with banana cream pie and empanadas. But today is also something called VE Day. In World War II, on May 8th, 1945, a battle was won and they called it BE Day for victory. Um, and this was very close to the end of the war. So it was very exciting for the US and for Great Britain and for the countries that were on our side. Um, Also, on Sunday, May 10th, it's Mother's Day. So make sure you do something for your mom. If you have a mom at your house, if you don't, then maybe write a card to somebody who you think of as a mom. Maybe, I don't know, a neighbor, an aunt, a sister, a grandma, whoever you want to. Um, it's important to thank the people in our lives, especially for all the amazing things that they do. Okay, without further ado, we will get into our work for today. All right, so for today writing, you get to write me a story about two characters. You can add more if you'd like to, but you need to have at least two. Two characters who accomplish something. Maybe this happened in your life for real, maybe you're making it up, whatever you prefer to write. You need to write at least 5 sentences, but if you have more, please write more. I want to hear all about it. And maybe an example could be, let's see, maybe, I'm going to write about me and Miss Moore, or Miss Moore and me. One time, um, we had to change the floor, and we pulled up this really gross carpet, and it smelled weird and had weird stains on it. And under the carpet, we saw this other floor that was glued to the cement underneath on the foundation, and it was really hard to get off. So we had to scrape that floor and take away the stains on the cement and make sure that the smell wasn't there anymore. And then after we got the old floor up, we got to lay new floor down. And so it was really hard to lay down new floor, but Miss Moore and I did it. It was mostly Miss Moore. But we accomplished that. We laid down the floor, and it was a good learning opportunity. So that was a real story. I didn't make that up, but you can write something made up or real, whatever you prefer. Next, for math, what you're going to do today is first you're going to figure out which one doesn't belong. So you have 3 pictures of 3 different measurements, and you have to figure out which one doesn't belong. So to find that out, you'd have to figure out maybe a standard unit for all of them. I'm going to go with cups because it looks like there's a lot of cups, and it would probably be hard to put this into gallons and quarts and pints. It's possible if you want to use gallons or quarts or whatever, but I'm going to use cups. So this one, let's see, it looks like an array. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups on this side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups on that side. So an array 5 by 6, I know is a 30 cup array. So this one right here has 30 cups. Okay, this one looks like 1 gallon, 1 quart, and 1 pint. And this one that says 2 quarts here is just a tick mark to help me know if I was measuring a gallon. So a gallon has 16 cups. A quart has 4 cups, so 16 plus 4 is 20. And then a pint has 2 cups. So 20 plus 2 is 22. Okay, so 30 cups, 22 cups. And then finally, let's see what this one has. Okay, so we know a quart has 4 cups, so 4 plus 2 plus 2, so that's 8 cups. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so since these ones both have 22, then I know that this one doesn't match. So then that's what you're doing here. You're finding the ones that do not belong. And then we have a challenge. What you get to do is put on your thinking cap. There it is. Okay, then you're completing this drawing. So, so join the top of the lines at each end of the bus. Find the length of the bus in inches. Draw 3 square windows. Each has sides that are 1/2 inch long. The windows are 1/2 inch from the top of the bus. Draw a door between the two wheels. The height of the door is 1 inch. The width is 1 inch. Find the height from the top of the windows to the nearest inch. Color and decorate your bus. Now, this is the beginning of the bus. This is where you start, and then you do these directions. If you don't have a ruler, that's okay. You can just estimate this part of your finger right here between. So here's my finger. I bend it. This part between my 2 knuckles is about 1 inch. So maybe on your finger, that part is about 1 inch. I know you have smaller hands than me, but you could use that part as your inch. And if you need to do it on paper, then go for it. And then you just mark yes or no. Just be honest. There's no right or wrong answer. And then finally, you get to see which animal drank the most water. So, who drank the most? Let's see. So you get to look at all the animals and how much water they drank, and then write down here which one drank the most. Okay. How many times should I say which one drank the most? Which one drank the most? Which one drank the most? Which one? Which one drank the most? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. Okay, finally, on this day, you're going to be combining words to form a series. So earlier this week, we practiced putting commas in a series, and a series is just a fancy way of saying list. So anyways, you're just combining these words to form a list or to form a series. Now, here's the example. We have 2 choppy sentences, and then we combine them to make a list, so it's less choppy. So he needs rope for climbing. He also needs gloves for climbing. He needs boots for climbing. Now we're going to squish that all together and say, he needs rope, gloves, and boots for climbing. That's much smoother. This is like choppy, chunky ice, and this is like snow cone ice. Much better. Okay, then this one. He wrestles, he scuba dives, he rides a bike. Choppy, chunky ice. He wrestles, scuba dives, and rides a bike. Very nice. This one's pretty similar, but we're taking out the word he 3 times. We just use it once, and it's much smoother. Like smooth jazz, you know what I mean. Okay, so then what you get to do is pick the one that combines the sentences correctly. So it's multiple choice. And then what you're going to do is there's some steps for getting rocks, which, yes, it's important to know how to start a rock collection. And then you're going to rewrite the step with exact words and details to give more information. So here's an example. The step is to get a box. And so my writing would be like this. In order to start a rock collection, you need to find a box. Choose a box that will fit a good amount of rocks and bring it to your rock collecting place. Okay, so that could be a little wordy, but it's very specific. You know what to do. Step, dig up some rocks. Okay, so maybe you'd have to say, find a spot in the ground outside that has rocks. Once you see rocks, start digging or something. Be exact. And that's it. I know it looks like a lot, it looks a little scary, but don't worry, it's gonna go fast. And oh yeah, don't forget about Mother's Day. And I guess that's all. Have a great weekend.